Hey guys, it's Daniel with All Star Home Inspection. So today, let's talk about the types of inspections you should get, or you can get rather. Obviously, there's the inspection of when you're buying the house. All right, that's the most common home inspection you get. It's usually done typically. You have 10 business days from the time your offer is accepted on the house you're trying to buy to get an inspection done. Okay, so those are great. Bread and butter, that's where most home inspectors make their living. Some other inspections you may possibly get and may not have thought about would be like a pre-listing inspection. I'm just coming from one right now in Little Rock. Realtor friend of mine has listed a house in Little Rock, asked the sellers if they wanted to have a pre-listing inspection, and they did. So what has happened is they've had that house listed before and the contract was canceled, or they backed down the contract because of something on the home inspection. So this was their way of finding out what else is there that could keep us from selling the house. That's the point of a pre-listing inspection. Again, a home inspection is just the condition of the house at the time of the inspection. So a pre-listed inspection, basically an inspector would come in there, myself for instance, will come in there and go through the house like I normally would if you were buying the house. So we are creatures of habit. Y'all have heard me say this before. We're creatures of habit. We know if we lift up on our door just right, we can open, it doesn't drag, cabinet door, open, close. This thing leaks, whatever, just a little bit. If we don't turn it off so far or whatever, we're creatures of habit. We have a tendency to overlook those things and even forget about them over a period of time. So the importance of a pre-listing inspection is to know what needs to be fixed. I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on video or not, but 75 to 80% of the items that we find on home inspection are things that the seller, the homeowner, can fix by themselves for under 10 or 15 bucks. And it all has to do with maintenance. Maintaining a house is the best thing you can do, obviously, to sell it later on. So that's what that home inspection provides. It provides you a list as a seller of items that probably should be fixed or could be fixed. It's just discrepancies throughout the house. That's all. So what I told this seller was, print a copy of this out, leave it on the counter. When they're showing the house, they'll see you've had an inspection done in the last however many days or what have you. And this is the stuff that was found. Now they may go ahead and get their own inspector and do a home inspection. Nothing wrong with that. 2 sets of eyes can be better than one. But it's just peace of mind. So these people were really concerned about a few things. The client walked around with me while I done the inspection, and I got to explain things as we went. Y'all know I like to teach, so that's what I'm going to do. And at the end of it, him and his wife both told the realtor, "Thank you so much for doing this. It's a load off our shoulders. We can rest easy now knowing that the house is going to sell." No surprises for the most part. Okay. So another type of inspection is a phased inspection. All right. So you're building a house, or you're going to build a house. There is no better time for me or another qualified home inspector to come out there and look at that house, look at the structure of the house, the bones. We can see all of the rough-in electrical, rough-in plumbing, rough-in heat and air even. We can see all this stuff before it's covered up by insulation and drywall. So we may be able to spot a problem and then fix it during the construction process versus you finding out 5, 10, 15 years later, and it's going to cost you a lot more to fix. Okay, it's less expensive to fix it up front. Do it right the first time, be done. So those are the two different types of inspections. These people that are selling this house are going to build. The the way they were talking, I am going to be doing a phase inspection for them, so that's good. And I explained to them, the same thing. I can see things during the construction process that I can't see when the house is finished. So obviously that's a good thing. Another type of inspection is obviously when you're buying the house. We talked about that. That's a typical home inspection. That's what everyone knows about. That's the bread and butter of most home inspectors. So if you have any questions, give me a call, comment down below, share this with people that are selling or buying a house or even thinking about building. Oftentimes they don't think about that. Another thing is after they build, here in Arkansas, contractors will provide a year warranty, basically a bumper to bumper, so to speak, on the house for a year. All right. With that being said, when I was a contractor, I preferred my buyers to give me a list at about 10 months. So what I recommend people doing is after they get moved into their new house, new construction, after about 10 months, give me a call, give a home inspector a call, get it set up for us to come out and do a warranty expiration inspection. Okay, that's the third time. Fourth time. Four. So we can come out and basically go through the house again, do another inspection on it. And again, it's to find items that have worn or shifted or what have you in the first 10 months the house is constructed. And it's items that you as the buyer have just neglected or not thought about. For instance, there was one that I did. I did the new construction inspection. Actually, I didn't do it during the phase. I done it when they bought the house. And then they called me out 10 months later to do the warranty expiration inspection. All right. So I went out there and done it, and I remember I got on the roof. Sorry. I got on the roof and noticed the dryer vent came out the roof was filled up with lint. So I cleaned it out while I was up there, and I told him about it. And I asked him, I said, have you had problems with your dryer not drying? He said, actually, me and the wife are going to buy a new dryer as soon as the inspection's over. I said, why don't you hold off on that? Check the next load or two of clothes and see if it dries. Because there's a dryer vent up here on the roof that has to be cleaned out. He didn't know that. It's in the report from the original one. He just didn't look at that part. But so he texted me back later on. He said that fixed the problem. Dryer works great. So even though he paid for another inspection, I saved him another $400 from getting a new dryer. So it's little stuff that not everyone knows regarding maintenance on a house. So those are 4 different types of inspections you can possibly get. If you have any questions, like I said, comment below. Shoot me a text. Get on my Instagram page, Inspector Dan B. Shoot me a message there. I answer almost all of them. Give me a call, 501-249-4231. Thanks. Y'all have a good day.